You're listening to this because you want to know if time can move backwards. Well, in 2022, a retired NASA physicist, Dr. Gerald Ingram, claimed that it does. And it's not just a theory. It happened to him. He was part of an elite team working on a top-secret project at the Amundsen Scott South Pole Station in Antarctica. They were studying the universe using a particle accelerator called IceCube. It shoots particles into the ice sheet to detect the neutrinos that rain down on Earth from deep space. Neutrinos are so tiny they're almost impossible to detect. But they interact with other particles in the ice, creating a telltale cascade of light that can be picked up by sensors. And that's when Dr. Ingram noticed something unbelievable. A neutrino had traveled backwards in time. And if that's even possible, why wasn't anyone else freaking out? After all, Einstein himself said nothing could travel faster than light. So how did this neutrino break the laws of physics? Well, the answer might have to do with how we understand time. According to Einstein, time is relative. How fast someone's internal clock is ticking depends on their relative motion. Someone who travels really fast will experience time more slowly than someone who's still. This phenomenon is called time dilation, and it's been proven by experiments like the Hafele-Zeiger experiment, which showed that a clock on a plane actually ticks slower than a clock on the ground. But could time dilation make a neutrino travel backwards in time? Yeah, actually, it could. If a neutrino moved faster than the speed of light, it would theoretically be able to travel backwards in time. Now, scientists don't actually know how or if this is possible, but it hasn't been proven impossible either. So what does NASA do? Well, they cover it up, obviously. No one outside the project knew about this until Dr. Ingram's interview was leaked. But the government quickly scrambled to discredit him and his research. All the official channels started pushing the same talking points. Dr. Ingram had misrepresented his research. He misunderstood the data. He'd fabricated the whole thing. Okay, maybe they had a point. After all, this was a retired guy in his 70s talking about particles that don't interact with anything, making them almost impossible to detect. But then independent researchers started noticing strange things. There were radio blackouts in the region, whole days when no data was being collected from IceCube. Then there were the missing expedition logs. And finally, there were the strange signals. These were echoes of the neutrinos shot into the ice, bouncing back towards the detectors after traveling through the Earth. Except they shouldn't have been there at all. Like the neutrino that Dr. Ingram observed, these signals seemed to be coming from the future. It was almost as if the ice sheet itself was creating a time loop. Now, none of this proves that time moves backwards. But here's the thing. It doesn't need to. Reality is what we experience every day, right? We wake up, eat breakfast, watch YouTube videos, and go to sleep. But that's only one possible model of reality. In fact, there could be infinite realities where the laws of physics are different. Maybe there are places in the universe where gravity pulls things upwards instead of downwards, or where time moves backwards. Because if there's one thing that science has taught us, it's that we don't actually know how the universe works. All we know is what we observe. And sometimes what we observe defies explanation. As for what's really happening at the South Pole, well, the government wants us to believe that there's nothing there. But if that's true, why are they covering it up? Thanks for watching.